All right, we're going to start with break 11 and then go to 12 because that's what we had left over. Also, I switched Twitch streaming servers too, so that's just on their end. Nothing really I can do about it. I felt like I was gonna sneeze there, but then I didn't. But yeah, dude, that was probably one of the. Why couldn't they play like that before they lost and they were in the third place game? They have no excuse. The B team of England literally put up 4 goals. That's embarrassing. France had to put their starters in just to be competitive. What's up, Mars Bars? All right, let's begin with 11, and we'll go right into 12. If we fill up 9, we'll go back to 9. A lot? How am I doing? I'm doing pretty okay. I can't complain. Messi needs to score at least 2 to win the Ballon d'Or. Well, we all know who's playing on Argentina, and that is the referees. So they'll make it happen. I already locked in my bet for Argentina to win, and I'm going to thank myself in advance for the free money that I'm giving myself. 2-1 odds. They're not favored. They weren't favored last game either. Biggest scam ever. Okay. I think Twitch enhanced broadcasting is literally breaking my OBS. I'm gonna wait a bit and see if it improves. I don't want to touch it. No. New cameras are fine. Yeah, because my YouTube stream is fine. It's literally Twitch. Well, this is a separate issue that just came up, of course. Okay, it's wanting to fight back. All right, I'm restarting the stream. Give me 1 second, because I literally have to change one setting. Okay. This should be good for now. Because Twitch is like, why do I gotta be breaking things? Because, dude, I once read somewhere that in order to make an omelet, you have to break some eggs. That's why. Now it's saying my internet speed is too fast. It's too high. But I'm okay with it. Did it actually break your phone? I want to say Final Fantasy. The True Mirror. I have no idea what that is. Where is my playlist? Hold up. Just being sarcastic. Did you guys make it back, Tuts, or no? Made it back. Nice. Shriner. Also, if we fill up, or when we fill up 9, I will go back and open that as well. I saw a couple people chatting on YouTube. It's easier to chat on Twitch. YouTube is more for like the replays. Oh yeah? You guys got like a top 3 going or what? Misty's Vitality. Not. I guess sharing them would probably be too much. Keep them private. But like legit, that was probably the craziest game I think of World Cup I've ever watched today. I think there was more goals in that game than the past 4 games combined. Correct me if I'm wrong. Probably like more than that actually. Bro, you always gotta flash the golden ticket in my face. I don't think I have enough Poke dollars to buy another pen right now. I should have one. Damn it. I wanted money. Wow, 2,500 each. But then to buy them, it's like 50K. Can I re-roll the redeem? The irony is like the IV resets put me at a deficit to begin with when I caught the Entei. And I think every reroll I've used on Entei has been a lower IV. Not even an improvement. The double tap doesn't skip songs anymore. It's kind of upsetting. Dude, 10 Ultra Balls is 10K. Have. Yeah, pretty much the same boat as you, dude. I was so ahead on money at one point on here that, like, I never even had to, like, look. I could just always buy 10. Yeah, I bet. Ain't that nice? Go buy some IV resets. Put yourself in the hole like I did. Yeah, but empty your account. But I have a lot more shinies. But it's not because I have no, like, there's no correlation between my Pokemoney and shinies. Who's got dark this break? Oh, look, it's Harold. That is disgusting. Wow. Well, there you go. The one and only that we've pulled right now. We're tied for the alt Darkrai and the gold now. Have I now? But I can't wait to watch World Cup tomorrow. Even though it's probably going to be boring compared to what we saw today. That's the first time. Juan. Juan, you got trainer again? Rampardos. I don't even know if Harold's here to see his gold. Doesn't even react. If I could watch one, like I'd never seen it before. I mean, all the ones that I pretty much already watched. Full Metal, Attack on Titan, Bleach. Although probably not Bleach, honestly, because there's so many episodes that, like, it would be tiring binging all of it again, even though I've done it already multiple times. I want to get through this break so we can get into the case. Because now that we got a gold Darkrai on the board, a fresh case makes me very excited. What about you, Tetsnick? Same question. That's a pretty funny name, dude. I see what you did there. And thank you. Tats, you hit me with a question like that, and then you just fade into darkness. Where'd you go? Eating some food. No exceptions, dude. I said same question to you. Hits me with the while stroking his chin. Can't throw any Ultra Balls at that because I don't have any. Sadness. Bro, whose kids are yelling outside? Solo leveling or Black Clover? Sword Art Online would be another good one, to be honest. Oh, Zodi's here. God bless. Zodi, how you feeling about the World Cup this year, dude? We've been talking about it nonstop, and I feel like you would have like some real insights. Oh my god, dude! Easiest $20 win of my life because France is washed. Oh, you were betting like actual scores? I just took it was 2-1 for England to win, so I just took England. And then I had a bunch of the people who usually start in my bets, so they just all refunded because none of the starters played on England. So I'm up. Even though they probably would have hit the bets because they came in the second half, like Bellingham. Which I think that's stupid. But I understand it. Bro, you never bet against the script. Argentina's been 2-1 odds every single game, and look what's happened every single game. VA Argentina, dude. Oh, I agree with you, but I'm not going to bet with my heart. I'm going to bet with my mind. 100% it's rigged. Alt trainer. Family friendly, but yes, I agree with you. Watch, they're going to lose. Zodi, I've been waiting for it to happen, and it hasn't happened. Absolutely have to follow the script, dude. There's a reason why they call it VA Argentina, which is honestly like the funniest name ever. The funniest thing that happened to me though was everything got hit like in the overtime for the last Argentina game. And then my last leg was McGregor to get one knockdown or one takedown. And then he literally just injured himself on the first kick of the fight. You've never seen this much hate against Messi, and it's deserved. But it's not even Messi. The hate should be directed towards the organization. He doesn't call the shots. The people with the money call the shots. He's just a talent. Which, talent might be a little stretch, but... Alright, dude, whose kid is yelling outside? It's dark out. Oh, 100%. But one thing we did learn this World Cup, dude, Ronaldo sucks. Legit. I don't know yet. I don't want to go back to Counter-Strike because it's literally full of cheaters. And I don't want to waste my time and get aggravated. I'm surprised Path of Exile is still going on. Good for them. You ordered a new PC? Well, you would probably know where it is if you check the tracking, right? What is the gameplay closest to for Path of Exile? Is it like Diablo? Okay. Just not my genre of game. I tried Diablo once and I was like, this, I'm actually bored. But I get why people like it. All right, we got our first gold Mega Darkrai. Diablo is so bad in comparison. I just know that like that whole like dungeon crawler kind of MOBA feel I just didn't enjoy. If you don't magically know exactly what you want to do ahead of time, you could sink dozens of hours into a character only to scrap the whole thing because you picked one wrong thing you for your build 5 days ago. And it makes lots of mistakes, and I'm not starting Path of Exile. Well, the min-maxing culture is I've gotten that from WoW. Does PoE have like an aftermarket for items? Like Diablo used to have? Or still has? You don't think it's min max? We watched a friend keep making new character for weeks because if you don't follow build guides, your damage just drops off. That's min maxing. It's maxing out your damage. Maybe you're thinking of a different definition of it, Audrey, but that's the way I see it. You're trying to maximize your damage. You're trying to kill boss. The way it worked out in WoW is like you're maximizing your damage to minimize your time on bosses. Okay. Let me line up the case break. And if we fill up 9, I will go back to 9. The way you did it, like when we played Classic WoW, was even as a tank, you went Fury Prot, which maximizes your damage but makes it very scary because the boss just could one tap you at any point. And it's like skating the fine line of getting absolutely just destroyed and setting a record. Who needlessly sink a ton of hours into something to. Right. So, like, that's like just a level of how intense you're gonna min max. Like, how sweaty are you? We very sweaty. That's what I'm saying. Nothing wrong with that. I respect it. It's not fun to have 50 mil damage, even though that's more than enough to fully clear everything. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Nick, you text me one more time, tell me how to spend my life, dude. I swear. I'm gonna put a potato in your work truck tailpipe. You remember in Diablo 3 the damage scaling was getting ridiculous? It was, well, I like the genre just wasn't for me, but the whole like maximizing your damage thing is definitely something I'm familiar with. Usually I go pack pyramid on the case, but I don't know, dude. I'm kind of like been converted to just having 6 even piles. We were enjoying DayZ for a while, Zodi. But this, when the servers wiped, Testnik had the gender reveal. I had release. I like didn't really feel like stressing about it. What I did enjoy, Zodi, was I think it was like vanilla again. Like they did another fresh classic server, and I rolled mage and literally just grinded for all the PvP gear. And it was just a one-shot build, which is hilarious. You die right afterwards, but you take one person with you every time. When people saw my name on the battlefield, dude, you would see them like look at me on the mount and then turn around and like just go the opposite way, and I'm like, no. Wouldn't have gotten off to a strong start. That's what I'm saying. And honestly, like, I think that server needs to like rethink itself, its identity, because 3 weeks is not long enough. It was literally, I made a macro for it, Zodi. It makes your like your longest cast time spell instant cast. And whenever I would click it, it would go Krakatoa, yell it. You just see somebody die. You like legit could not survive that damage. There was maybe one class that could survive it, but even then. Oh, because 100% they are. Mages have always been broken in WoW. You can literally solo dungeons on your own. Something that's meant for 5 people playing together with roles. You could just do by yourself. I was about to say, I was like, did I grab the list? I'm about to go grab a Pellegrino. Anybody want anything? Nothing? Great. So Zodi, what kind of coffee you be drinking lately? That was like the last thing we were talking about, I remember. As where you shoot a meteor from the sky? Yeah, that's basically what I did on the mage. I thought you said like black gold. You mean Darkrai, dude? Because I just pulled that. Isn't that the last name of the Tiger King, dude? Do we got another celebrity in here? I was about to say, I was like, where do I recognize this name from? I'm almost positive that's the same last name, dude. Your staple is dark roast. Mine is just Nespresso, dude. Because I don't want to be bothered with getting the beans, getting the coffee grinder. Just put a pot in, press a button, and give me my coffee. Not professional. What? My dad is no joke when it comes to coffee. He had like the equivalent of what was like a car engine on the counter. That's how big the espresso machine was. He was not to be trifled with. Had the coffee grinder and everything. The same last name, but not related. That's okay, dude. We both know the truth. You could tell me off camera. I know you're trying to keep it low key. The funniest thing from Tiger King to this day that I could actually quote on this stream was when the one employee lost their arm to the tiger, and you just see Joe Exotic disappear, and he comes back with a bedazzled EMT jacket. I laughed so hard. It was probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. Because he had a bedazzled EMT jacket just waiting for that moment. I gotta go back and watch Tiger King, dude. That feels like a fever dream. Carol Baskin, dude. She 100% did it. You only know the memes, you never watched it. Zodi, for your sake, watch it. It's historically significant. You need to watch it. It's not too late. I was surprised that just like that realm of like people that had those like privately owned zoos, all of them were just as messed up in the head as he was. Like, I don't know why all of them were like that, but they were. I don't know why. Oh, 100%. I'd watch it. I don't even like reality TV, and I'd watch it. Because, like, that reality TV, it's real, and it's a little too real. That's absolutely hilarious. It's an honor to have the Tiger King in this break. No, because the Kardashian crap is like, you could tell it's scripted. They like set up situations. Following him around with the camera was all real. And like, it's almost like a flashbang into his like world. Is he still in jail? Or did they let him out yet? Because, like, legit, he was framed. We got one gold and we got one alt. Out of, this will be 4 cases. Unless I pull more out of this one. We pulled the alt Darkrai out of the first break. Mind you, haven't seen it since. But it was the first break. I mean, the set's still big enough, dude. Yeah, but everything is short term, Zodi. Like, it's... anything that's short term means nothing. Because, I mean, I'll tell you guys, like, there's still not an abundance of supply at all. Like, I still haven't seen, like, a noticeable change. It's gonna keep going, Zodi. I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's literally like the first week. And then people realize that there's actually not that much to go around. Well, take advantage of that sooner rather than later. The short-term, like, small brain can't, like, think 2 minutes ahead. Doesn't last forever. You want the Japanese one? That's going to be worth nothing, so just wait. I promise you, if you wait, the Japanese one will drop the lowest. Ooh. A little bit of a streak for Trainer. Well, one would argue Zard tax, because that's what it is. Pound for pound, the Japanese cards drop like rocks. What else you been up to, Zodi? It's always a pleasure having you in here. Don't you fall over. Refusing to buy a PC? Just buy pre-built, dude. Literally easiest hack ever. Alienware. That's the one brand I probably would have advised against. But that was laptop. No. The GPU prices are always cheaper in a pre-built. All I know is I had an Alienware gaming laptop in high school, and it broke, like, immediately. Yeah, that's not bad. Really, though? Because if it's, like, percentage-based, the pre-built would still be pound for pound lower price, but I guess not. Just because it's a lot to ship altogether. Well, that's good. If it's around the same price, I mean, why not? Right. I mean, this has a 5080 in it. You did the math and you'd get a scuffed Alienware for minimal savings? No, for sure. In your case, it would make sense. I think I bought this like last year. Right. I mean, that's where I get my stuff from. Slap a 5-year warranty on it, and I just, if it breaks, I go swap it out. I felt like there was an extra hollow, but there wasn't. Cyberpunk. I don't even know if people still play that game. I never got into the GTA hype. And then I found out that like the Black Ops 2 remake was only on PlayStation, and I was like, this is literally worthless. Yeah, I mean, when you upgrade your computer, you gotta upgrade the monitor too, which is pricey. Feel old. You played Cyberpunk? That's sick. I didn't even know that. You're full of surprises. Yeah, okay. Surprised you're still up. Pretty good. How was your day? You got a nap in today? Maps are solid. I legit thought I was going to lose the bet for England to win. Once they scored 3 goals and it was 4-3, I was like, I cannot believe this is happening. You may do a run on Witcher 3. Never played Witcher. You could play the third one and not feel left out in the story. Oh, nice. That's like Halloween by me. I give out packs. Oh, okay. I'll see you, Zodi. Hopefully your PC gets there. If I don't find it. Enjoy your PoE, buddy. This was a case, so 6 boxes. This is the danger of doing the stacks this way, but I like them better. And what was the price? Actually, I don't know because they removed her from the website. I'd have to look. It's been a long weekend. But yeah, this is 6 boxes. It's going to be a lot of hits at the end of this. Trainer is really going off. Jordan's going to be happy. Kirsten's got dark this break. Speaking of dark. There you go. You have an illustration rare. Oh, yeah. Also, Jordan, doing well with that trainer spot already. Oh, for sure. We make it more than fair. And it's truly like a sealed case. It's not like I'm like patching boxes together from different cases. Yep. Just because it's release weekend. I've been pulling the Gladion. There's a Sylvala to match it. Is there a reason why they went back to like Sun and Moon characters? Misty's Determination? Unless it's something different in this. Three more for 9? Beautiful. Yeah, the oh, that's an Alt Aurora. That's the first time I've seen that. Juan. What do you mean I don't get a booster box for $13? What kind of scam is this? Some people are characters. You can't make it up. There you go, dude. The Megas Aurora is clean. I'd say we're making really good time in this case. Did they add in Mega Gardevoir yet, or no? Because I have a really high Gardevoir. For a long time? It must have been after I stopped playing. Where have I been? Not playing Pokemon Go. I'm sorry. Patrick Star. And the full art to match. Good case so far. I did. I'm sorry. Toucan. All right, over halfway done. More trainer. I still can't believe I haven't pulled the gold Gardevoir out of Mega Evolutions. The Goldeen. I think we'll do one more stream of Pitch Black only on Monday as well. Two more spots on that. Beautiful. A 2-boxer compared to a case is going to feel so small. What you doing, J-Mo? I'm gonna have to reset the stack of hollows. It's way too high. Full art Morpeko. Exciting game. Yeah, I watched the World Cup today, which was insane. Really? I don't see it. I think it's just on your end, dude. What'd you do? Did you break something? Yeah, because it's not on my end at all. I think you're having like a flashback, dude. Are you okay? I swear. Windows 98 was the good one. I think Vista was the worst. Like universally hated. Alright, the amount of empty packs is overtaking my desk. Oh, you mean like when the sets were like available and like in stock everywhere? For sure. I think you were going crazy, dude. No, these sets are good. You didn't like the other sets when they were out too, dude. What do you mean? Your attitude hasn't changed. Still salty. You were one of the people that hated on Hidden Fates when it was out. You can't even dispute that because you know I'm right. You're such a liar, dude. Unbelievable, this guy. And you just missed Zodi. He would have set you straight. No complaints about the sets, just the breaker. Alright, just send back the shiny Zard I pulled you and everything else. From Hidden Fates. I repeat, the Hidden Fates shiny Zard, you could send that back if you didn't like it. And the Alt Zard from Phantasmal recently. Prove I pulled it for you? Okay, I'll go back and go to the replay. You don't have any of the recent Zards? That sounds like a you not getting into breaks problem. How am I gonna pull something for you if you're not in the break? Listen, dude, don't be coming in here like an old miser. I'm having a good night, and you're harsh and the mellow right now. You're gonna keep it up. It's very easy for you to be salty, real man. I'm asking you not to be. With your lies. You lost your parlay by one single shot today? Well, I didn't lose anything because all the people I bet on were starters and they didn't start. So then I just got refunded everything. But then I placed a bet for England to win and I doubled like $10 into 20. Not you too, JMO. I literally pulled you two alt zards. You see what you see? The negativity spreads like cancer, dude. Can't be doing that. Making me upset. Ten goals and the parlay flops by a player not kicking a ball. Well, the French weren't going to win that game anyway. That's why I bet on England. Figured Mbappe would score 10. That's assuming that Mbappe is good at soccer. He's not. Because you want to know what? If he was good at soccer, you know what he would be doing right now? Is playing in the finals, not the third place game. Messi is getting 2. That. Listen, dude, it's 2-1 with Argentina being the underdog tomorrow. I've already locked in my bet for Argentina because we all know what's going to happen. VA Argentina, dude. Undefeated. Best record this World Cup because you can't lose when the refs make all the calls for you. The long nights with the VIX, dude. I don't know why that's so stupid. It makes me laugh. Misty's Vitality is what it's called, Nikki. You're gonna see a movie at 11 a.m.? You lunatic. Goes to a movie at 11 a.m. All right, I've heard IMAX, but what the hell is Dolby, dude? So the Messi Ronaldo GOAT conversation will be over finally. Well, by the end of this tournament, dude, Messi could have as many GOATs as he wants. And Ronaldo, I'm pretty sure, is just I don't even know if he has like a sheep. Crisper color with a different sound system. Do they give you those 3D glasses that are like blue and red? Because those never worked for me growing up. Instagram are cute. I'm pretty sure going to see like a crazy action movie with a lot of flashing lights would probably hospitalize my grandma. Ronaldo is a glorified scorer. Could have fooled me, dude. I didn't see a goal out of him in a long time. Kind of forgot he was playing. Ronaldo is the best goal scorer of all time? All right, Gilbert. It's either you didn't take your medication or you need to be on some. Also, Messi like moved to midfield, but like nobody said anything about it. Altmore Pekka. I need to finish this case before I lose it. LeBum James. No, I agree with you on that one. But Messi's best teammate is the reffing staff. You can't beat that. LeBum James. Well done. That's some good wordplay there, dude. I'll give credit where credit's due, real man. Well done. Truly like a modern Shakespeare of our time. LeBum. Can I buy a jersey that says LeBum? We weren't saying a prayer, J-Mo. Relax. Didn't even do the sign of the cross. Espírito Santo. Messi plays as a team. Ronaldo. Bro, I don't even know why people are even talking about Ronaldo. He's done. Washed up. Got outscored by England's defender, dude. What do you mean? Tell that to Speed. What authority does he have in criticizing soccer as a streamer who just kind of like hangs out with people and yells really loud? He's going to be at the game tomorrow? Wow. Do you think maybe he'd give me autograph? Messi doesn't know who that is. That's the problem. First off, Messi's gonna accept his trophy at the end of the game, wave to the crowd, and then go home. Yeah, I don't because like in terms of relevance, I'm that dude has no authority talking about soccer. Yeah, but that's from like the people that watch him. The people that watch him don't even know who Messi is. They're just regurgitating his opinion. And as far as I'm concerned, Speed is literally the name of a Keanu Reeves movie. What are we talking about here? He's been to the WWE too? Wow. Watch it on Nickelodeon, dude, where they put the SpongeBob characters on the screen. But I'll agree with you. Not the game today, though. The game today was really exciting. That's not going to stay. Can you at least stay until I finish this pile and then I'll split you in half, please? Just stay. Thank you. Watching paint dry? At that point, you're just staring at the wall. I'd rather watch paint dry than watch anything related to golf, that's for sure. My cousins are getting so into golf and they're not even that old, and I roast them every time I see them. I remember one time it was like halftime during football season and they put the golf tournament on, and I was like, what are we doing, guys? Do I need to leave? I'd rather watch commercials. At least they're exciting. It's like, oh, he shot a 45 today. I don't care. Please turn the football game back on. That ain't English, dude. I don't know what it is. I feel like I got a sneeze coming, but it's not there yet. I'm convinced that nobody actually likes golf. It's just something that they like do to be included. And I'm not signing up for that scam. And if you're offended by that, good. Because there's some truth to it. False, you love golf? You need the approval of others. That's why you golf. What'd you shoot today, man? Shot like a 12, man. Really getting it down. If you want to drink, just drink. Like, you don't need a golf cart for an excuse. I legit like. I feel like whenever my cousin talks about golf and he's like hyped about it, I feel like he's doing it just to troll me. But like there's no way he genuinely likes it because nobody does. Real man, you agree with me, but you're disagreeing with me just to like be a troll. You don't even like golf. Also, low key, has anybody seen that they remade Backyard Baseball? Like modern remake of Backyard Baseball? Really want to buy it, to be honest. You regripped all of your. Well, let them go, dude. Why you gotta grip them? If you're not playing, if you're at home, you can't play golf. Heard it's booty. You heard that's booty, but you like golf. Your baseline for opinions is not existent. You want to know why they don't make a backyard golf? Because it's not fun. Plain and simple. They got backyard baseball, hockey, soccer. You know what didn't make the cut? Golf. Why? Because it's trash. Just like your opinion. You can't even argue with that logic, dude. Whatever you're typing, just backspace it. So your response was anger. So not thinking logically, thinking with your emotions. I got you. Some people would call that losing the argument. Yeah, but you want to know why Happy Gilmore is fun to watch? Because of Happy Gilmore. Because if you take away Happy Gilmore, it's just golf and nobody's watching it. Right, an emotional response. I got you. Or, as you golfers would say, a little in the rough there. And you can't make the Trebek joke. Right, he was the one who made golf entertaining with his pageantry, his showmanship, if you will, his pizzazz. He made golf fun. I don't know. What are you typing? I don't even see him on my end. There are so many hits this break. Yeah, I have no idea why. Backyard golf. It's not a game, dude. They never made it. Backyard croquet. I thought it was crocheting for a second, but then I realized that's not what you typed. Isn't croquet just polo without the horses? Not really, no. Never mind. I have no idea. In polo, are you allowed to strike another player off of their horse with the hammer? Because I can get behind that. Bro, cricket, I've watched, I've seen clips on Facebook. Can't make heads or tails. That game is just nonsense. Nobody's actually doing anything. I don't think there's any rules. They're kind of just winging it every time they play. Cricket is like one guy's throwing a ball. There's a guy in the outfield trying to knock down bowling pins. Then there's a guy with a paddle. I don't know what the hell's going on in that game. Rugby is pretty close to football. But I have no idea with the rules. At least you know that they're just trying to make it to the other side of the field. But cricket, I have no idea. If I had to save my life by naming how cricket is played, I would die. I wouldn't make it. I'm trying to visualize it, and I see a dude spinning around with the bat on the ground to make themselves dizzy to then run the baseline. I don't know what the hell's going on in that. You know, it's pretty fun to watch professional tag. Those battles get intense. Oh, yes. The first break we opened, we got a gold Darkrai. Oh, man, I gotta look up that highlight. That's probably hilarious. We're talking about professional tag. Ooh. What you know about this song, dude? Are you talking about the anniversary set, or are you talking about this set? This set, we deal strictly with booster boxes if possible. Anniversary, I mean, we're gonna have, the way we do it is we mix it into breaks. So like you can get hits in the breaks. You ever watch Medieval MMA? I feel like I've seen a couple videos and it looks pretty funny. So if we do get them, honestly, pre-orders, dude, are pretty not reliable because nobody knows how much they're getting and it's going to be very scarce. And you're probably going to just be overpaying and then eventually be refunded. But it'll be available in breaks. This was a lot of hits. You're such a liar, dude. Yeah, but they were planning on taking those machines. Those machines were dumb. They weren't solving any problem and they were causing more issues. I could do it right back to you. Real man owes me 10 cases. Boom. Now what? You know what that's called? Lying. Now what? We're just going to just keep making the number go higher? Yeah, but like I said, when they first started putting those machines in stores, way too much of a liability, and someone's going to end up breaking one, or it's going to be causing fights because you're giving people something to group around. Lo and behold, we're now removing these machines. Wasn't a good idea. I feel like someone said that. I don't know who it was, though. Didn't do anything positive. And this is the part where real man says, I said it. Oh, you mean just let me pull you good cards? And you don't have to fight anybody? You don't have to, like, challenge some weirdo that has, like, a ponytail and smells? Who's watched way too much Storage Wars? That was a lot of hits. I hope they refunded you. All right, hold on. Let me update these lists for 9. All right, I can randomize in a second. All right, we're going to go back up to 9 and get it done. The first and last time you've seen it on a shelf? I mean, their whole relationship with GameStop is not going well. That's all I gotta say. Honestly, like, that needs to go. Because that's probably a big reason why stuff is so expensive and so, like, not available. I need more top loaders again. There were so many hits in that break. Buckets. that cascaded so many empty packs off of the table. This room was so clean before release. All right. Number 9. Who's already got a hit on the board? Juan, of course. Who else but Juan? You want to know how mentally shot I am right now? Juan made me think of wonton and made me want Chinese food. That's where my train of thought is. Makes sense, though. The Mega Slowbro. And now YouTube doesn't shuffle properly. Trainer. All right, I think people after the feast are just dead, understandably. Or after the case. Gwen. I think I've seen the alt more than the regular. Audrey. You think a Chinese food place would be open this late? Probably not. It hit me out of nowhere, dude. I'd go for some fry rye. Like, ASAP. You did this to me, Juan, with your name. Because it's very close to wonton. Mega Chandelure. If people buy into this break and then go to sleep? JMO just doesn't want to talk to me. He's upset with me for pulling him too many cards. Watching COD? I was a little bit upset that they only relaunched Black Ops 2 just on PlayStation. What a waste. Going in order, it would be number 1. Bro, I don't care about that. I wanted to play zombies. Of course, there's cheaters in every shooter, but if they cheat in zombies, at least I'm benefiting. You are such a liar, too. JMO. JMO having problems with everything lately, I guess. Can't do anything right. Oh, look at that. I'm watching people walking with no hands. Somebody hug me. What's that? Wouldn't be colorless, would it? Cry more, dude. And I could already tell, JMO, I've never seen you in person. Already know you're an ugly crier. Just from the way you treat me. Bro, Pokey start first. Gotta start your adventure. Damn, you got Cyndaquil? That's pretty sick. Totodile is the best, though. And you caught it? Look at the clutch, dude. I would catch it too, but I'm out of Ultra Balls. I have to buy more. It makes me sad too because I love Counter-Strike so much, but they just don't care anymore. All these shooting games don't care anymore. They just let people cheat. Fruit Loop Bird. Are you talking about Toucan Sam, dude? Are you uncultured? Did you never buy breakfast cereal? Or did you get the generic brand? Or was like Polly the Parrot or something? The evil Fruit Loop Toucan. Or Fruit Loop Bird, he says. You sure I haven't pulled you one already? Toucan Sam, dude. That's who the Fruit Loop Bird is. I was trying to educate you. So you learn something. That way, like, you didn't only get Pokemon cards, you got knowledge. I love how you don't respond to me saying Toucan Sam either. You just say Toucanon. Okay, so thank you, Beige. I couldn't remember the name of the Fruit Loop Bird. You're welcome. That's how normal conversation happens. That's electric. Also, that was an alt for Psychic. Audrey. More Trainer. You don't want the cereal? Unbelievable, dude. You didn't know it because you said evil Fruit Loop bird. If you knew it, you would have said Toucan Sam. You liar. Lied right to my face. Speaking of which, are we going to talk about what the best cereal is, or at least top 3? Honestly, Special K with chocolate is definitely in my top 3. But if we're going just purely just unhealthy cereal, Reese's Puffs. Captain Crunch. Crunch Berries? Are the Crunch Berries not, like, implied by the Captain Crunch? Or is this, like, a special version of the cereal? I would understand. Fire. Honestly, growing up, Golden Grams was my jam. Golden Grams are like 10 out of 10. Fruity Pebbles? I think I lean more on the chocolatey versus the fruity. But I get it. I respect it. OG Captain Crunch didn't have berries? Crunchitize me Captain, dude. So they get soggy? I don't know about that, dude. Yeah, it immediately lost me. I read it and I was like, no. Don't do that. No. ¿Por qué? Why not just eat it when they're crispy? It would taste just as good. You're talking like oatmeal consistency where it shouldn't be. That's that's nasty. All right. It's looking like break number 1 is going to get moved to Monday. I'm sorry, Nikki. But it's the first break that I'm going to open Monday. So I'm going to move the remaining breaks to Monday. Get this stuff to Nick to ship out. And that's it for this release. Monday will be the last day that you can buy into Pitch Black only breaks. But other than that, guys, thank you for an amazing release. I hope you have a good Sunday. You could join me in watching Argentina win for easy money. And I love every single one of you. You're all beautiful.